just want to speak the name of Jesus.
Hello, welcome to my first ever reading vlog. I will be reading Wrath of a Triple Goddess. This is my sister's book. I kind of think I didn't want to read this one because of how, I don't want to say ugly, but like the orange pages are kind of like a deal breaker for me. Like, look at that, it's so weird looking. But I cannot wait to see more Percy Jackson, and there's clearly a lot of pink tapes, which means there has to be Percy Jackson scenes in this. So I'm gonna start the first little chapter or two of it, and I'll come back. But this is like my first time reading, so I have no idea what it's gonna be like. I have no idea. I just know he needs to get recommendation letters. That's all I really know from Chalice of the Gods. No idea what it's gonna be about. So I'm very excited because Chalice of the Gods was like so feel good, and it was like we're back to like the lightning thief. Like, it was so awesome. So I'll be back. Let me just read this, and I'll come back with you with moments that I liked. Bye. I'm on chapter 3. I'm like 20 pages in, but I just read the cutest Percy Jackson moment, and I had to talk about it. We just found out that Hecate is going to force him to do a quest of pet sitting during Halloween, and he just went to talk to Annabeth about it because she wants Annabeth and Grover to come, and his mom knows something about the park that they're going to in New York. But this is his whole paragraph that you see. I'm not sure if you've ever had this experience when you see someone you know from a distance, and for a split second you don't recognize them. Your brain just registers, oh, that person looks amazing. Then you realize it's someone you've known for years, your girlfriend in fact. And that sends a triangle of happiness through your whole body. Why? I just want Percy Jackson in my life, dude. I just want it in my life. That's all I want. But I don't have that. So that's where I'm at right now. His mom knows something weird. Hecate is a triple goddess, and that's where the title comes from. And she was stopping people from giving him quests because she wanted to give him a quest, and she thinks Halloween is her holiday and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at, and I just picked up this book, and I picked it up literally tonight, and I'm already reading it, so I don't know how far I'm going to get in. I might get to chapter like 5 or 6, but I don't want to like stay up super late because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule this summer, so we'll see how far I get. Bye. Okay, I just finished chapter 8. I'm on page 62 out of, I can't really check, 1 second. Like 322. So I'm like 10%, maybe. Yeah, I'm like quarter, maybe, kind of, because like there's 4 quarters. So yeah, I'm like a quarter way through. Percy is chilling. Like normally they went to Hecate's house, or whatever how you say her name, the triple goddess's house, under Hellhound and Polycat or whatever, and they learned how to feed them. They're kind of gross. Walking them was kind of awful. Percy thinks he's seen ghosts, which is kind of concerning. But my thing is, what I've realized from these senior year adventures is that these are going to be kind of chiller, so I'm not really worried about like them dying or anything. So it kind of does like be like, well, it's just like I'm worried that he won't complete the quest, but I feel like he's not going to do that because he's only making 3 of these books. So I think he wouldn't not make him complete this quest, or he might make him do another quest in this book, but I feel like that would take too much time out. But then again, they've already finished day 1, and we still have a bunch of book left, and he goes to school for most of the passing. So maybe the big thing will be, because his big thing in Chalice of the Gods was battling old age and accepting it and whatever, and like getting the chalice back. And I love that scene with Athena where she just looks at him like, what are you doing? Sorry, my fan's blowing on my pages. But it's 1 a.m. so I think I'm gonna go to bed because I have a graduation party tomorrow, and I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule because I have my sister's graduation on Saturday and my in church on Sunday. So I'm gonna try to fix my sleep schedule because I've been going to bed at like 2 a.m. So going to bed at 1 a.m. is slightly better. So I'm gonna go to bed and I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning probably. Look at how many like things I've already been through. And I don't really get her, like she doesn't tell you what the color coding is, so I don't really get it. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. It's the next afternoon. I look a little bit more presentable. And I just read, like, I'm kind of like 1/3 of the way through. Like, I'm not reading that much. I'm on chapter 13. I don't remember what chapter it was on before, but I'm on page 110. And we just had our first problem with the quest. Grover's an idiot, and he has no self-control, and he sucks. And I don't understand why Percy ever lets him, because he always messes everything up. I know people are going to be like, Grover's amazing, blah, blah. He's not. So that really annoyed me, how he literally messed up the entire mansion. Oh, by the way, there will be a bunch of spoilers in this book reaction, so read the book before you come here. But I'm very annoyed about how he literally ruined everything. And I'm on page 110, and I'm like, look at, there's no more sticky notes. So I think she hated this half of the book. Love that for me. I'm gonna put in my bookmark. It's pictures of my family. Actually, my dad's bookmark that I've been using. It's pictures of all of us, me and my sisters with my dad as babies in this bookmark. There's a picture of each of us. But I think I just kind of like hate Grover. I think that's all I can really say is that Grover is kind of stupid and he doesn't really know anything. But that's all I would really have to say about him is that he just like, he needs more self-control. I think that's something that's Grover's fatal flaw is self-control. And I made my finger in it, obviously. What else? Oh, Mr. Brunner showed up. He was fine. He showed up as Mr. Brunner. And
someone is at the front door.
Alexa, what you doing? But this book is kind of boring me. Like, I don't think it'll be my favorite Percy Jackson books because I think I like books with a lot more stakes, and these books are more like nostalgia, fun, just go back to like The Lightning Thief, and I think it is fun. But I think to get out of my reading slump, I need something that I'm like on the edge of my seat, and I don't think I'm on the edge of my seat about this because I have a feeling everything's gonna turn out fine and he's gonna get his letter of recommendation. So those are my thoughts right now. Right now the book's like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, which isn't too bad, but at the same time, my part is looking messy, but at the same time, I'm kind of bored. But I'm probably gonna read more tonight, but I have a graduation party soon, and I just painted my toenails, and I think I probably won't be tuning in until later tonight or tomorrow morning. Bye. Okay guys, so it has been a couple days. I have like blowout stuff in, so don't mind me. But it has been a couple of days, and I'm on like on page 190, so I've read 80 pages. And it's Monday, and I did that video on Friday, but I have my sister's graduation and a party after. I have a lisp because I have my retainer's in for tonight because I'm going to bed after this. And I also had a thing at church, like a big thing that was like all about me and some other kids on Sunday, and I only got 4 hours of sleep on Saturday night, so I didn't read at all Sunday, even though I had time, and I kind of just fell asleep immediately when I got into bed on Sunday. So I read a lot tonight though, and I'm about like a little bit over halfway. I'm on chapter 23, and what has happened, and I'm a little bit like, so there were a bunch of cute moments. They found the hellhound Hecuba, or whatever, however you say her name. They found a puppy, and then Percy lured back Hecuba, and they were the cutest, so well, I just got two fandoms mixed up. Hold up. Percabeth the cutest Percy moment where Grover was just looking at Percy like, look at how good Annabeth is as a mother, because she was playing with the puppy. He was like, we can't talk about that right now, but he was just admiring how nice she was, how motherly she looked. And that is just so adorable to me. He was thinking about if he had kids with Annabeth. I love that. And then Grover and Percy, I'm forgiving Grover a little bit, but still, he was kind of being an idiot. He did almost die from this whole, like, summoning squirrels or something like that, grounding. And then he explained how he was upset about how him and Annabeth were moving to California and he would be on the entire other side of the coast. And then him and Grover were trying to find the polycat, Gale, and they ended up running into a bunch of naiads. They ran into 2 naiads right now. No, 3? 2. 2 naiads, Floma and Skib, or something like that. Skilb. Those 2 sisters, and then they're running into the twins right now. That's where I stopped. And they all hate Percy and Annabeth because of Cersei's Island, which they seem to have a lot of hate for Cersei's Island. But I feel like it's just because those people didn't know what was happening, and they wouldn't hate them if they knew what was happening. But they've run to the naiads. Percy has passed out a couple times from water power stuff related. What else do I have to say? Okay, so I'm a little bit confused by Rick's idea of, like, I'm gonna go into, like, the hotness on Percy, because he had them dressed up in Halloween costumes, and he put him in a loincloth. So he was just shirtless in a loincloth. It's like a big diaper. Why was he shirtless in a diaper? And then he didn't even say, like, he was really ripped and tan. Like, you gotta play into it with, like, the adjectives. Like, have Annabeth, like, smirking, saying, like, wow, you've gotten... Like, you just gotta play into it. Like, why are you gonna put him in a loincloth? You're kind of creeping me out. Like, Rick, what was that decision? Because now the picturing is just, like, a little bit funky in my head. I'm gonna try to fix that. But it is kind of awkward and weird. But, Annabeth has this whole idea to how to deal with the sisters and twins and stuff. I have an itch on my foot. There we go. Okay. But I'm gonna go to bed and I'll read more tomorrow because I feel like it's about to be a long sequence of what is happening with the twins. But the house is still destroyed and it is Thursday and she's coming back on Saturday. So I don't know, but this quest is going somewhere now. And I feel like they're making progress, and I feel like I'm feeling the stakes a little more. I'm getting more worried, but I already know, like, they probably won't die. They'll probably be fine, but I'm worried about how they'll be affected mentally, because I feel like they'll definitely be affected by, like, Percy, last senior adventure series, got affected by old age and just, like, how the gods, like, steal people that they like and just force them to be eternally and be their show person. Like, he just learned a whole lot more. So I'm wondering what will be the effectiveness of this book and how will that play out to Percy's character in books to come. I feel like he's not gonna have many more books to come though, because of the whole, like, Rick and Percy little, like, chat that he wrote where he's like, I don't think I'm gonna use you anymore, Percy, don't worry. He's like, thank you, dude, I want to settle down. And he's like, okay. I'm excited about the new book series, but right now, I might do, so I'm definitely going to do another reading vlog about one of my new books. I got my friend in the Keeper of Lost Cities, and I want to do a reread of that, even though I just reread it. But I want to, like, annotate everything, if that's cool. I also might do a reread of Heroes of Olympus to annotate everything in that book and to share my thoughts, because I'm really into, like, doing that right now, making it my own. And I just got the entire Heroes of Olympus set, the old covers, for Christmas. So I'm thinking about doing a reread, and I wonder if you guys would like to see my reread. Probably be like 60 hours long though. So I'm gonna go to bed. Bye. It's like 12 a.m. I gotta go to bed. Hello guys, welcome back. So I'm about to start reading. It's like almost 1 a.m. and I just did a bunch of skincare, so my face is really shiny, and I have my retainers in, so I have a really bad lisp. But I tanned a lot today. Like I tanned for an hour and a half, and I read the entire time, and I'm halfway through a chapter. I just started chapter 31, and I'm on page 259, and I'm right about here. And they found both the animals. They stopped this evil stuff. What else is it? Like, they found both the animals. They stopped the evil dryads? No, Naiads or something like that. I used to know how to say that. But they stopped those evil people and got Gale back. And then they're trying to fix that mansion right now, and it's Halloween. And they're having a party and fixing the mansion using ghosts. I finally got shocked by this book. So apparently, okay, Percy went into Hectia's library and found what could have been in just a bunch of glasses. And in that big like pile of knickknacks, he found glasses that were blue and say S-E-J on them, the initials. He immediately knows who that. I don't know who that is. Sorry. I can put a flash, you guys. Sorry, I don't know who that is. But then we found out it's Sally. It's his mother, who could have gone to her witching school, and that shocked me so much. Down to my core, I was like, no way. She got terrified by Hecate as a kid with glasses, and she had glasses because her parents were like, you're seeing things, because she kept on seeing Pegasus and different like monsters and stuff, but she could really just see through the mist. So they forced her to wear glasses, and then Hecate taught her to learn to hide what she could see, so she didn't have to wear glasses anymore. But it's crazy. Like, I was gagged in the book. I wish I could see my eye one, because that's how I look whenever I get gagged. So yeah, but I'm gonna read now. I don't think I'm gonna finish the book. I don't think. Let me just see how much more is left. I think there are 320, so math's hard, but I have like 70 pages left, so I don't think I'm gonna finish tonight. I'm only gonna read a little because I want to go to bed, but I will give you an update probably once I finish. Like, I'm not gonna give you an update after this reading session because there probably won't be anything to update, but I'll give you an update after I finish the book and my final rating and review and what I thought it did well. I also am doing like rereads of a bunch of stuff, and my sister just gave me her entire Keeper of the Lost Cities collection, except she doesn't have Unraveled, so I'm gonna buy Unraveled and annotate the entire Keeper of the Lost Cities book series, because I just want to like make it my own, you know, like put the little sticky tabs and little words in the columns, you know. So I want the illustrated version of the first book really badly, but I'm gonna finish reading like a couple chapters and I'll be back with my review in a bit. Bye. I just finished Percy Jackson, Wrath of Triple Goddess of the Senior Adventure series. Okay, so the part that I didn't catch you up on was after they summoned the dead. There were a bunch of cute Percy moments in the summoning the dead part. The torches were really hard to carry that they used to summon the dead, and then they had the dead rebuild the mouths. I can't read, I'm dyslexic. I couldn't read it, but they had them rebuild the house, and then they couldn't get the dead to go away, and they started tearing it down. We learned out that the main dead person, Pete, whatever his last name was actually Hecate's son. So that was pretty crazy. And then what ended up saving the day was the campers for their Halloween party coming, and we got a little Connor Stoll cameo, and other campers, but like Valentina Diaz or whatever her name was. We also got an Argus, like the I Do cameo, and they saved the day. And the only way they could stop everything was Percy and Beth had to close these, like, had to do a certain motion with the torches together, and it was so cute, and they were both just helping each other by carrying the torches, and it felt like they were carrying the weight of the sky again. It felt like another beautiful Percy Jackson moment. I loved it. And then he got Hekia to reopen her magic school and rehire his Nyrad. Is that how you say it? Nyrad? Back as an admissions person for the school. And he also got Gale and Hecuba more freedom, and he got his letter of recommendation, and it all ended kind of nicely. I think it was definitely a fun read, but not like I'm on the edge of my seat read, you know? So I finished it, but it's not even the same night. It's the night after. I read some more after I did that last check-in, and then I went to bed, and then I finished it tonight on Wednesday. So it took me like a week and a half, I feel like. I have to check. It took me like a week and a half, and I'm going to, I think I'll give this like a 3 stars on Goodreads, because again, it didn't really lure me in, and it did I did get kind of bored, but I do give it like a 3 stars, and I read pretty fast because I have nothing to do this summer. So I give it like a 3 stars, and it's kind of ugly, is my problem. But there was a bunch of cute moments, so 3 stars feels good enough. And I think it's a read. You should read it, because like I feel like if you want to read more about Percy and Annabeth after reading like Heroes of Olympus, read this. I also have a bunch of skincare on my face. But bye guys, thanks for watching my reading thing. I'm gonna post another short about what I'm going to read next in it. So I'll probably post that literally tonight, or maybe tomorrow. Bye. Megan out.